I'm Asia and welcome to my very first episode of BYOW, Build Your Own Website. And today we're going to build a magazine style website and we're going to do it all in about 10 minutes or less, hopefully less, using WordPress. And we're going to use the free 2014 theme that comes with WordPress. So we're going to walk right through setting up the domain, setting up the hosting, and installing WordPress. So let's get right into it. I'm going to use Site5. I've used Site5 before and they're very reliable and definitely have great customer service. So I think this will be a great start for you setting up your magazine site. So I'm on the Site5 website right now and I'm going to click the web hosting link to get started choosing the package that we want to go with. So for this example, I am going to use the Host Basic package and I'm just going to scroll right down and click Order Now. Of course, you can take a look at all the packages, and if you see that one will fit you better, definitely go ahead with that. The second page, it allows you to choose your server, and I always just choose the default. If you know a little bit more about this and want to get into a server that's more local, by all means, go right ahead. At the bottom, you choose how you want to pay, and you can choose increments of 6 months or 12 months. It's totally up to you. Once you decide on that, click Next. On the next page is where you're going to choose your domain. Now, the first option allows you to use a domain that you already own, and the second one will let you register a domain through Site5. So I have a domain and I'm going to use the one that I have. If you were to register a new one, then you click the second option and you can check the availability. And if you want to note there that Site5, they charge you an additional $12 a year for registration. So you would have that as well on your total. So I'm going to click back to the first option with my.com that I own in there. And then I'm just going to click the next button. On this next screen is where you're going to fill out all of your billing information, and you're going to scroll down and choose if you want to pay with a credit card or with PayPal. So I'm going to let you go ahead and finish that, and then we're going to pick right up from the step directly following submitting and confirming your payment. Okay, we're back at the Site5 website, and by now you should have your hosting set up and your domain set up. You'll get an email, and you'll also have to approve a couple things if you purchased a domain with them. Now, if you purchased your domain with them, you may have to wait until all that is hooked up, your domain and your hosting, before you're ready to move on to this phase. But if you already have your domain and hosting and all that set up and connected, then you're good to go. So once you do have that going, you want to go back to the Site5 website and hit Client Login. And you're going to log in with all of your sign-up information, your email and the password that you chose during sign-up. Once you get to your backstage, you're going to click Site Admin is in the right corner, and you're just going to click on the domain that you just set up with your hosting package. Then scroll down. We are looking for the Web Apps tool, and it's in the Software Services tab. And once you click that, we're going to be able to get to WordPress and get that installed. It takes just a couple of minutes, hopefully less, to set up WordPress, but it's real quick, real easy. We clicked WordPress, and now we're able to set up the settings. Now go ahead and type in the name of your blog. You want to give it a site description. You'll also want to give yourself a username and a password. And you have to set up an admin email. It's going to use that if you forget your password or something like that with WordPress. Make sure you filled everything in. We didn't have to do anything in the first box. We only had to change the site settings and the admin account. And we want to click Install. Remember your username and password because we're going to need that. Alright, sweet. That was super fast. Alright, so the new installation was successful. Let's click the admin URL. And this is going to get us right into the login screen. So remember what your login was, and apparently I didn't. Hold on. Hold on. I'm wasting my time here. TikTok. Alright, cool. So we're in the dashboard of WordPress. Once you're here, I want you to take a look at the front end of the site, and you can do that by clicking the visit site link at the top left. I'm just going to do a right click and open in a new tab so I can see how the site looks, and it's pretty basic. So we're just going to add some posts, and I'm going to show you how to format the 2014 theme to look like a magazine. Now I'm just going to add some posts real quickly, and I'm going to create a category, and I'm going to add a featured image, and I have a couple images already on here that I'm going to use for this walkthrough. Now, of course, on your website, you're going to be a little bit more strategic about what you're doing and what you're writing. So we're also going to create a tag, and with the 2014 theme, whatever blog post you tag as featured is going to be featured on the home page, and it's going to stand out, and I'll show you a little bit more about that, but just make sure you add featured in the tag right there, and we're going to hit publish. And I'm just going to go through and add a few more posts here. So this walkthrough is intended for, I didn't add the category, let's add that. For those that may have a little bit of WordPress experience, I'll have other videos on more details about WordPress definitely pretty soon here. So for this post, I'm going to add another featured image. Give it a second to upload, set that as featured. I'm going to publish that. And then I think I'm just going to add one more, and then we're going to look at what we have on the front end. So I'm hitting add new. At the top, I'm adding the fashion category. I'm adding the featured tag, and I'm also going to add a featured image as well. So this will be the last post, and then we're going to take a look and see what we have on the front end of the website. I'm going to publish that one. Okay, so by now we should have 3 blog posts, and I'm going to click back to the front of the site. I'm going to hit refresh so we can see what we have. So as you can see, it looks a little different now. We have our 3 featured posts at the top, and now we also have an area where blog posts will show here at the bottom. So I'm going to flip back to my dashboard. I'm going to click add new, and then I'm just going to add another post just to fill out the site and give you another example. And I'm not going to put featured there so that it won't pop up at the top, but I am going to show you where it's just going to pop up on the home page, just like any blog that does not have the featured tag. And I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. So we have all that in there. We're going to publish it, and I'm going to go back to the home page, hit refresh or reload. Alright, so this is the starts of a great blog. It looks like a magazine, it's very editorial, and we have the format changed differently from the default settings. I flip back to the dashboard, and I'm going to hit dashboard on the WordPress site, and I want to real quickly, while I have another minute, show you how to take those widgets off the site by clicking the Appearance Widgets tab, and we can remove all the primary sidebar links by just clicking and just throwing them off there. Okay, and then I'm going to add a search bar to the content sidebar. You do that by just clicking and dragging, and maybe pages or something like that. And then when I click to the front of the site, hit refresh, you can see that the sidebar over here is cleaned up, as well as you can start adding things to the sidebar here. This was a very just brief intro of the 2014 theme. We did a quick walkthrough. Hopefully this gets you started. Feel free to ask questions, and I'll definitely be sure to answer. And I'm about to wrap this up, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.